everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get first crack at it today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Spears. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. 2 guys we know are going to play.
There we go! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Grant. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unleashes one. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in, timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Grant. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly. And this
touchdown, Auburn! First score of the game goes up. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab near the sticks. It's Fleming. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The Sooners will punt this one away. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this team.
Breaks into the open. What a play there. He rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tiger! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ferguson.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Fires and picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Grant. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They just gassed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback, and
the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the defense settled in to stop them before a short gain. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Ferguson. Turning it on! They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to throw, it's Grant. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 30.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Brings up second and goal.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him still on his feet. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes the handoff, it's Fields. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. He's in open space downfield. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line. Being shoved out of bounds. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Ferguson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the give off the left side. Finding an escape route. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Oh, they're after him. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing in.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Auburn lines up quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Using his feet to buy time. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. He caught it. Touchdown Sooners. And here they come almost all the way back. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Back to pass, it's Grant. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets away. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
To the air, it's Grant. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Fast completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wants to throw again. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Walking the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Grant. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. Put the heat on.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points.
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Sooners are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just... the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw on 3rd. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air, it's Grant. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points to get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Grant. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with all.
Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're true.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle. It's Spears. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Flying down the left side. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How about this defense taking one back to the house? We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 23 to Penn State.
Looking deep. It's him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Now he's going to break the pocket.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. No need to get cute here. You've run enough plays. Now it's time for the kneel down game.
Take the knee, make them use their last time out, then they're out. The clock runs out. Jesse, it's a beautiful thing.
The only way you lose this game is if you fumble. Make sure you execute the center quarterback exchange and go celebrate in the locker room.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Caught close to the marker. It's Fleming. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Grant. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved...